Hey guys, what is up? We're back with another week of the glorious Trigun STARGAZE. And last week's episode was heavy because, dang, Vash is really going through it. Of course, Jessica, as glad as she is to seeing Vash despite him being a former shell of himself, she's not there for just hellos and how you doing, how's it been for the past 153 years. No. She's here for a mission. Of course, my guy, Hobbler, I believe, he left a dire message to Vash, in which Vash now has to question himself and truly what his motives are. Is he going to continue being the ever so loving passive individual he's been trying to be for all of these years, or is he actually going to take action and take accountability that sometimes you may have to call that tough call, aka from Third City of July? Are you going to own up to it? Are you going to call yourself out for your transgressions? All of that stuff before he took himself out. On top of that, now he has to go back to the home ship because there are invaders, and that's the whole point of Jessica being there. So we're going to take a very depressed Vash to fight more people, and God forbid those people want to hurt others, and it's going to force Vash's hand. We don't want to see that, but that's most likely what's going to happen. So without further ado, let's get into Trigun STARGAZE episode 3. Who are these kids? Was this like when they were teens? Okay. Yeah. Because I'm like, this had to be in the past. So he didn't take out the kid? Oh, he followed. It's not. Oh, they found her ship. It's crazy how society went back to older times despite the technology that are built to get them to that planet. They didn't give them a lot of resources. Good old Wolfwood. First y'all hit him, and now y'all forgot. Y'all really hate Boo, bro. Oh, it was floating this entire time? I thought this thing was like laying on the ground. I didn't know it was floating. It's not your. What was that? Well, don't tell me it's a plant. What was that fell from the sky though? Yeah, it yoinked her up. I knew it was something was going to yoink her up. I knew it. I knew it. How is he back already? How is he back already? Boy, don't do it again. He called himself millions of. But my thing is, he's back already? Huh? Huh? Wait, this. So where's the real Jessica? I was duped. Okay. Man had no look shot behind him. Ricochet. Oh my god. I don't know why Bash is not in the talks of like one of the greatest sharpshooters there is in anime and manga. Man literally had a no look shoot and still hit. Okay. And he was able to deduce that in less than 5 minutes. Okay. Need to put respect on my man's name for real. Who are you? First off. Okay, thank God, thank God. He's that little boy. Oh, it clicked, it clicked, it clicked, it clicked. It's that little boy that. Oh, how much he is? It's that little boy that was bullying the other kids. And he decided to follow Nye. I'm like, puppeteering, puppet. It's a kid. What? Now it's using. I mean, Bash doesn't have to hold back because they're not real. Okay, Spider Man. Ding. Man, you did not learn your lesson. Oh. Yo, push it. Come on, push again. Times 10 gravity, push it. Push. This is like times 100 gravity. Yo, push yourself, Bash. Push. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, thank God. Come on, Bash. Stay up. What? Not him taking. Oh, he kept up. How all this out? Yeah. Last time don't see buddy. Yeah. What you doing? What was you really did not grow up? Good. Oh my God. How y'all got into the it's such a what did he shoot himself with? Oh, you knew his name all this time. It mm. Oh. And everybody gone. Yeah, that's me. Yep. You got everyone around. That's all he needed. He just needed people by his side. That's it. Oh, he sent a message. Oh, he's growing. Oh, Lord. So it's quite intriguing that this episode was called Momento Mori. And if you look up the definition of Memento Mori, it means an object serving as a warning or a reminder of death. And I had to rewind back to after Vash defeated Emilio, right? Then you saw Jessica, who talked to the plant that helped, with the gravity, the 100 times gravity and everything. He had his little DBZ moment. We had it where it flashed red. Now, there's clearly a difference between her and Meryl, where in last week's episode, when Meryl touched the now deceased plant, it was a white background with white feathers. Usually that probably indicates, life, purity, enlightenment or something. But for Jessica, it showed red. And we know what red means overall. In this case, it means something deceased. There is danger about. There is suffering. And again, Memento Mori. And Memento Mori, by definition, means an object serving as a warning or a reminder of death. And after it showed red, where her being in that same space that Meryl was in last week's episode, the title card of the episode appeared. So something is telling me that something is going to happen to Jessica. Whatever vision she saw was vastly different compared to Meryl, because if you remember their expressions, whereas Meryl looked like she was enlightened she was surprised, but in a good way, like she just figured out the answer to something that will help her along her journey. Jessica's facial expression was one filled with worry. So she saw something that either it's her getting hurt or somebody around in her circle that's going to get hurt. And hopefully throughout the remaining of this season, they will explain what did Meryl and what did Jessica see within those visions that was given to them by the plants. Because the minute that happened, I'm like, oh, she was in the same space, but why is that space red? So yeah, keep that in mind. Jessica saw something, and it is a clear warning. Something bad could possibly happen to her or to someone within the circle. Vash saw Millie for the first time. Okay, so we know we're gonna have shenanigans with all of them now. Basically rounding back to what everybody knows with, the insurance agency, and then Vash trying to escape all the reporters and police force who's trying to capture him, whether dead or alive, for double dollar 60 billion and everything. But this episode did also show Vash does have a lot to confront with, especially with his brother, and it is going to come to a shocker to him to know that his brother is still alive. He's just he's going through his Eren Yeager moment, but in Eren Yeager went in reverse, so he's coming back to being the individual plant, having a physical body. But then this also means that like he's gonna possibly come back stronger. And not only that, they name dropped his the new name that he picked up on, which was Million Knives. Great, by the way. I thought he was actually back. I got tricked by Emilio too, by the Puppet Master. But I will say Puppet Master is pretty sick, because it's just like the people that's enamored by Million Knives at this point, but that's what we're gonna call him now. It's actually pretty terrifying, because the fact that like he saw what Million did and still yet followed him, even though it's kind of contradictory about how he wanted to be king and he wanted people to follow him, but he himself is also a puppet that fell for the charms of the king, aka Million Knives or Nai, and has decided to follow him. Now, what's intriguing is he took this liquid and shoot himself up with it. Now, we don't know what that liquid is. If it's anything similar to what, Wolfwood was subjugated to, that means either Nai or anybody that's associated with Nai is dealing with this experiment. Obviously, it's what the Church of the Eye of Michael, those people. This is probably where Emilio got that serum that he would try to shoot himself up until he got crash landed on by Meryl and Millie. But I'm glad that Vash is, by the end of this episode, seems like he'll get himself back to how he used to be, and it would definitely help with same old faces, but also adding Millie, because again, Millie is sort of that like calm comedy relief. Like, she has her moments where she is serious, but she is someone like, when you're thinking too seriously, she's able to soothe you and make you see the brighter side of things, like in the most simplest way possible. It's silly, but it's so simple that it's like you probably will be upset with yourself that you didn't think of it in the first place. So now we actually have a balance in the quadrant. Yeah, I guess you could say the quadrant. They're no longer a trio. In our RIP, they name drop RIP Roberto. He was a victim of in the City of July and everything last season, so he had to go for Millie to, dang. They set him all up just for Millie to make her come back. Dang. R.I.P. to Roberto, bro. But yeah, definitely when I saw that moment before the title card name drop, yes, something big is going to happen. Very scary. If we thought, City of July was bad, then whatever's coming after this, aka that means like obviously it's 9, but there may be other stuff that we don't know as of yet, unless you read the manga and if they add that into the anime, then that is also possible. But that's a lot of things from like Trigun Maximum that they would have to try to include within the remaining 9 episodes that we have. But nonetheless, if you guys watched this week's episode of Trigun STARGAZE episode 3, do tell me how you felt about this episode. What are your thoughts going forward? What do you think that meaning after Jessica was in that plant space, what do you think that signified, and what do you predict could possibly happen in future episodes? What is up with my English today? How happy are you that Millie and Vash has finally met each other? Of course, it's also good with the reunion of Meryl and Wolfwood as well. The links are in the description box so you guys could go check it out. And I'm Kimmy Chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!